welcome to the Voice of the Coast. I am your host, Danica. Along with me, we have Staff Sergeant Joshua Wagner, and the gentleman you just saw was Sergeant Jiajun Hong, and we are with the Marine Forces Reserve Band, and you know what that means. We're talking about Toys for Tots, so welcome to KWBJ and to Morgan City.
Thank you very much.
Awesome. So Staff Sergeant Wagner, let's learn a little bit about you. So where is home for you?
Well, originally I'm from a town about an hour south of Chicago called Crete, Illinois.
Okay.
And more recently, I live in New Orleans, Louisiana.
Okay, so I know that had to be quite an adjustment, but I'm sure with the military you've traveled all around. But tell me a little bit about your adjustment to Louisiana culture and lifestyle and just living here with your family.
Well, I have a wife and two kids, very little. And so one of the things that we really love to do is go out to the park. And one of the great things about the area we live is that we've got a wonderful community of friends to go out and see the culture and the music. And so yeah, we have really enjoyed our time here so far.
Okay, we're happy to have you here. I mean, Louisiana is just full of culture as well as music, and you're in a good place for music, and that is New Orleans. Being a part of this band, where is it taking you?
So far, I've been to New York, I've been to Florida, I've been to Texas. Some of the members of our band, not me, but some of the members of our band have been all the way to Colombia just earlier this year.
Awesome, great. Now, of course, last year we had Chief Warrant Officer 2, Talbot, who was here, but you're here at his place. He, of course, is the primary director and conductor. You're also a conductor as well as play the French horn.
Yes, ma'am.
But this is not your first time in Morgan City. Kind of tell us a little bit about your stay in Morgan City when you've come to play last year.
Oh, yes. Well, last year I was actually in the brass quintet that came for the interview, and I was here for the concert last year as well. And everyone here has been just so hospitable and nice and friendly and welcoming. And that's probably my favorite part of being stationed down here.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate you being here. Now, of course, you've gone from one side to another side, so it's now me and you. You're in the hot seat. I promise you it's not that hot. It's okay.
Thank you.
So Toys for Tots, the concert, it's really, people really look forward to coming here, and not just the adults, the kids. I mean, it's a family event, family-oriented event. They love to come to hear the music, sing with you guys as well. But you being a part of the band and having music all around you, what's your favorite part of the concert?
Oh, gosh. I look forward to it because we have such a wide variety of music that we play. And being a horn player, French horns at Christmas time,
okay.
that is Christmas to me.
Yes. Okay, I love it. And I see your face light up when you talk about it. That's when you are really true music lover, music fan. So what is your favorite song to play during this time of year?
There are so many favorites because, like I said, French horn is just so popular during the Christmas season. Sleigh Ride is a favorite. There's a Christmas Festival is another really wonderful one. But one of my favorites for this concert is actually a song that's based on a poem by a Lance Corporal in the Marine Corps about 15 years ago, and it's called "It's Christmas Day, All Secure." And it's about this Marine who's on duty, and at Christmas time, and Santa comes to try to tell him, I'm sorry that you're here and trying to bring him a present, and Marine tells him, no, this is where I want to be. And so that poem was actually posted on the barracks when it was written by this Lance Corporal, and a colonel saw it and said, everybody take the day off the rest of the day, and he sent it to the Marine Gazette, and so it's kind of become a staple in the Marine Corps music.
Well, I would love to hear that. It has a beautiful background story. But we're going to turn it over to the pianist, Sergeant Hong, to take us out for a break. I can listen to that all day. Just give me a glass of wine and baby, it is on like Donkey Kong. That was beautiful. Again, that was Sergeant Hong with the Marine Forces Reserve Band. And of course, my interviewee is Staff Sergeant Joshua Wagner. Thank you so much for being here. That, of course, is just a preview, a very small preview of what is expected at the Toys for Tots concert, which is coming up December 2nd in Morgan City. So make sure that you are in the building. It is definitely, again, it's a favorite among our community. But of course, there's always a little bit of a competition between Morgan City and Slidell. Who will have the most people? Who will be in attendance? Who can bring the most toys? So what's your take on that competition?
I just think it's really wonderful to hear that there are two communities competing to see which one can be more generous and give back the most.
Right. Now, Chief Warrants Officer 2 Talbot actually says that there's something for everyone. There's a lot of genre of music. What type of music will be playing? Because, I mean, you know, they have something for everyone. I know the kids are like, I like to hear Jingle Bells. I like to hear Sleigh Ride. So what do you think? I mean, what's some of the music that's going to be played?
Well, if you think about we're a Marine band, right? So we want to make sure that we're spreading patriotism, but at this time of year, it's also important for us to spread that holiday cheer. And so you'll hear a little bit of traditional Christmas music, things like Sleigh Ride. You'll hear some maybe rock. You'll hear some brass band, traditional New Orleans style brass band, maybe Christmas music. And going back into some more traditional Christmas music, but then there's also some mashups of American music and Christmas music that we'll be playing as well.
Awesome.
So there's a little bit of something for everyone.
That's right, and I love to hear that. I've been there at the concert a few times, and you know, when you see the amount of people on stage, it seems like there's so many people because of the instruments. I guess it takes up so much room. But how many people are in the band?
We have about 50 people in the band. Yeah, about 50. So it's we need a certain number of instruments for each section, and so some sections are a little bit bigger, and some sections are a little bit smaller. We're always wanting more percussionists because of all the toys in the back.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have about 50 people in our unit.
And that's including the vocalist, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, we're going to turn it back over to the pianist, Sergeant Hong, and he's going to give us another song, hopefully, that I can wine to in my coffee cup here. We'll see. So turn it over to Sergeant Hong. I was loving that. It took everything in me not to just sing along with it. I think that's the fun part when you hear those songs, you know it and you just want to sing along with it. Again, I am Danica Long with KWBJ, the voice of the coast, and that was Sergeant Hong playing the piano as our pianist. And of course, we have Staff Sergeant Joshua Wagner. Thank you so much for being here. And you know, listening to that song, I want to ask you, what's the favorite song among our public? What do you think they really love to get into?
Well, I think each audience is different, and that's one thing we have to remember. Everybody likes something different. Everybody has different tastes, and so that's why we try to have such a wide variety of music. Some people might prefer that brass band style, and other people might prefer the rock and roll. Personally, I really like the traditional type of music. But I think because everybody has a different style that they like, they're going to find something that they like at this concert. And we're just so excited to see everybody there.
Okay.
I do think probably the kids will be very excited when a certain song is played and maybe somebody in a red suit shows up.
Yes, of course, definitely. Now, I'm just curious, maybe is there like a consensus among the band members? What do you guys like to play as a whole?
As a whole?
Yes.
I think what you'll find in our band as well is everybody really does have something that they bring to the table, and so we try to play to everybody's strengths. Sergeant Hong is such a wonderful pianist, a classical pianist too, and so any chance that we get to feature him as a classical pianist is something we try to do.
Awesome. So do remember that the concert will take place December 2nd at Morgan City Auditorium, and that is on a Saturday. Typically, it has been held during the week, so now you don't have to rush home, get the kiddies ready. So it's a Saturday at 4 o'clock. Again, at Morgan City Auditorium. Come from wherever you are. If you're listening to us in Franklin, we ask that you come on out. If you're listening to us in Stevensville, please come out and be in attendance. Of course, it is free, and they do encourage the audience to bring in unwrapped toys. So, just one little small toy will go a long way for our children in this community. Let's go to the characteristics of being a Marine. I'm thinking about that commercial around this time, Toys for Tots, and it's one of my favorite Toys for Tots commercial. The little boy walks up to the Marine, he says, "Are you Santa?" And you guys have this kind of astute, very professional, characteristics about yourself, and he's standing tall, and all of a sudden he opens his hand, and I think there's maybe a list, or he gives him his list, and it just brightens up the kid's face. He's just like in awe of this. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember watching that when I was a kid, and
Yeah.
seeing the little boy give the Marine a list of what he wanted for Christmas, and knowing that Marine was going to take it to Santa Claus. And so that's, I think it really speaks to the professionalism of the Marine Corps and our desire to serve the community, not just, of course we're in the military, but we serve our own community as well back at home. And of course, the Marine Corps Reserves are best known for their service with Toys for Tots during this season.
Thank you very much, Staff Sergeant. And we're going to turn it back over to Sergeant Hong, and let's hear what he has for us and what he has in store. Welcome back to the Voice of the Coast. Again, Sergeant Hong doing a beautiful job. And again, bring me my wine, somebody. No, it's wonderful, really enjoying it. Hopefully you will be in attendance December 2nd at Morgan City Auditorium. It is a Saturday at 4 o'clock, so it is free to you, but make sure to bring an unwrapped toy. Of course, it is encouraged that you do so. Staff Sergeant Wagner, I know it's coming to a close, but I have enjoyed this thoroughly. Thank you very much
So
for
have I,
being
thank you.
here. What's your favorite audience to perform to?
You know, we've played for so many people, and my favorite is just the ones who are so excited to be there and enjoy the moment and enjoy the music and just kind of walk away having had a good time.
Yeah. Now, there's a message, of course, from Warrant Officer, excuse me, make sure I get it correct, Chief Warrant Officer 2, Talbot. He has a message. He was unable to be here with us.
Yes, ma'am. Chief Warrant Officer Talbot just wants everybody to know that he's very excited to see them at the concert. So please come. We're excited to see you again.
Yes. Well, of course, we would love to think that Morgan City was just, very special. We were the only ones privy to the concert, but there are other stops. Where are you guys headed after us?
We'll be in, on December 6th, we'll be in Slidell. And then on December 9th, we'll be in Metairie. Both of those performances are at 9 o'clock at night. So if you just keep an eye on our social media, we're on Facebook and Instagram, just keep an eye on our social media and you'll see when and where. Yeah, we're excited to see everybody there.
I'm just curious, do you play different songs for different locations?
Usually we have a series. So this is our Christmas or holiday concert series. And it'll be the same at each of the locations. So if somebody can't make it on the 2nd, come on the 6th, and if you can't make it on the 6th, come on the 9th.
Right. So and look, we're not that far. I mean, I would love for folks to drive into Morgan City because do you go towards Lafayette at all?
Not this year, but I think we have in the past.
Okay, so if you know folks and they live in our region, come on down to Morgan City. I think it means something to not just obviously you see all the faces in attendance, but also to our community that folks will come, to Morgan City to see such a world-renowned band such as the Marine Forces Reserve Band. And you guys do a phenomenal job each year.
Well, thank you so much.
Yes.
We're always happy to be here, and we're looking forward to this one as well.
Yes. Now, how long have you performed with this band?
For me, I've been here for just over a year, but I've been in the Marine Corps for 9 years so far.
And is this, I guess being in the band, is this like, what's that like? Kind of take us into the life of a band member.
Oh gosh, it's definitely a unique job, and I often find myself thinking, I cannot believe that I have such an awesome job.
Yeah.
We take care of the band ourselves, so we run our own library, we run our own administrative section. We have a section for transportation. We have a section for a lot of different things, but we have these small ensembles that go out and serve in their capacity, brass bands, brass quintets, woodwind quintets, rock bands. Sometimes we have just solo vocalists. Our vocalist, Sergeant Rominski, has been to multiple sporting events and performed the national anthem. Just recently, the whole band performed at the Saints game.
Okay.
So we do quite a bit, and it's always something different.
And it sounds fun. You get up in the morning, you do something that you love to do, and I think that's great. And I think that speaks hopefully to the children who are watching this saying, what do I want to be when I get older? And they may very well say, I want to be a Marine. So thank you very much for being here. And we are going to turn it over back to my man, Sergeant Hong, with another song.